What's up, boys? We're back with some more zombie survivors. Today we're going to be trying to make an immortal tank build that can live through anything. So we've got a bit of a weird setup here. I'm only going to evolve two abilities that aren't going to have a cooldown, Saw Blade and Fury Unleashed, into the always active one. We're going tank, and we're looking for Ghost and Medic later on, I think. So I guess we'll try out over here, see how insane level 3 gets. We're going Tough Badge, Health, Armor, Dodge, Invincibility after hit, Ability and Weapon cooldown, and then Health Regen and percent healing bonuses. So I unlocked a new item recently where when you get hit, it will reload your weapons and instantly reset the cooldown of one random ability. So I'm going to try and make a bit of a weird build around that by only having one or maybe two or three active abilities with cooldowns. And I'm going to have the Medic's evolution that gives a percentage healing whenever you use that ability. And I'm going to do sort of a weapon build that tries to spam out her percentage healing as much as possible and see what happens. Most likely it's not going to be viable and I'm just going to die by not having enough damage early game. So I think I'm actually going to be banishing the stuff in here. We'll take the shotgun for now. I do want the Saw Blade drones, since like I said, they're always active, so they shouldn't have a cooldown and interfere with that. And they're also a slashing type ability, which applies bleed, a percent damage over time, so that will be extremely helpful for a fairly low damage build. Let's go ahead and banish that. And then I guess I'll probably max that first, actually. Get a bunch of those out and get the bleed going. That's already considerably improved my AoE. And I think I'm going to take the double circle of these, the cogwheels. Goes up to 6 count and we get them doubled around us. We want as much bleeding as possible, I think. And then we do want Fury Unleashed since it can be permanently up and it has a medic synergy for some health regen. But for now, probably just gonna level up the shotgun a bit, get the damage going. We're also going to be looking for the solar panel item that reduces a random ability cooldown whenever you crit with a weapon. Man, maxed out Saw Blades just make that early game insanely easy. Let's see, weapon cooldown. I want the Ghost and Medic, and that would work on them, but currently it doesn't really do a whole lot. I guess I should probably scale up the weapon damage of the Ghost for the build. Let's take the dodge chance for now, I suppose. I think either the Saw Blades or the 1000 cuts on the Ghost are what's going to be the majority of the damage, and those are both slashing weapons that will be applying bleeding. Let's banish that, I guess. Yeah, this is going to end up being pretty weird. So Stimpack, once you evolve it, that will be able to get a percentage healing, which is, I think, the only real form of that in the game now. I guess you can get an item that will occasionally make the med packs on the ground also heal you to full, but that takes a bunch of them. So this could work. Let's go ahead. Well, I need my banishes for my abilities, and we would really like to get the Banhammer item at some point, but I'll take this for now. It's going to be pretty bad right now, but it could help keep up the Stimpack later on. Let's just go for some damage for now so we can actually keep stuff off of us. Man, I'm gonna have to do a full Sawblade drone run as well. The Huntress, I think, has a synergy where her bear traps will also cast the Sawblade drones around them. And that would actually let you scale them up a bit with cooldown, since they wouldn't normally do that. So I think we want the minigun just to hit as fast as possible. That could be good if there's a huge horde of enemies that isn't dying and is just constantly getting hit by that. But I really have no idea how this is going to play out in the end, so minigun will probably be safer. Oh my god, the bleed is destroying him. There we go, minigun. And then hopefully I can find the ghost pretty quickly on the next SOS, so we can save some rerolls for items. I would really like to have the Banhammer item so we can get a bunch of free banishes and get rid of a lot of the cooldown abilities. Like, we want to banish a ton of these, but we kind of need them for the abilities, which is more important. So I guess we'll take weapon attack speed and put that on the tank for now, since that will help trigger the attack speed and crit chance-based item procs later on. Sounds interesting, but 250 is pretty low, and I might not want to push enemies back. But I think all of these are kind of bad for me. I think I'm actually just gonna grab this for a little bit of extra farming early on. So we're looking for Ghost. There we go. Plenty of rerolls to look for some good items now, thankfully. So I guess we should start banishing some of the abilities in here that have cooldowns. I think Medical Drone... I'm not sure. I thought it didn't really have a cooldown, it just sort of fired. But I might have to rethink that. I was thinking we would grab the defense drone since that gives a bunch of regen and a shield every once in a while. But that might actually interfere a bit. So I'm looking for the other stim pack. Even though 100 armor is insanely good, the 10% healing it gives is, I think, the only source of percent healing. They've actually made it pretty hard to have good recovery now. Ooh, legendary attack speeds. So we'll take that, and I think probably the Ghost with 1,000 cuts should be pretty insane late game. Hits most of the screen with a huge area, pretty good attack speed, and it should apply bleeding as well. Here we go. Restores 10% total health points on injection. It has a 20-second cooldown, so we're going to be stacking stuff to try and get that down, mainly in the items. Oh yeah, Resuscitation does have a percent heal on it, but I don't think it's classified as an ability anymore, because it doesn't seem to get ability cooldown now. So there isn't really any way to get the 120 seconds any lower. I might be wrong, but that's just what it looked like as I was glancing at it the last time. Let's get the katana up. 1,000 cuts is very strong, and we got that legendary attack speed for him. Injured is probably not bad. I don't think we want that. Probably just take the damage increase for now. Well, I have plenty of rerolls. If we could get the Banhammer early on, that would be extremely good. That's also not bad. Those are actually kind of cool as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock this in, since we're going to want a lot of attack speed and weapon cooldown to trigger the solar panel once we've got that going. And then if we're going mod chip and solar panel, then we probably do want to end up scaling attack damage over abilities, especially if we're banning basically all the damage abilities anyways. I think it would be just the Sawblade drone and maybe the medical drone. Well, no, we would go defensive on that anyways, and I don't think it attacks anymore at that point. Katana Splash. Rare health regen, is that really going to help? I don't think so. So either armor or attack speed, probably. I guess we'll probably go armor. It's one of the only ways to make our healing more effective, I think. More splash. Oh yeah, I was going to take the freezing flasks in case we could get the instant kill thing at 10 tags, but I don't actually think that's possible. So I may as well just take the chemical for a bit of extra damage then, I think. I don't think so. That's okay for bleeding stuff. We could take this for the bonus XP and dodge chance. Might not keep it at the end, but it should be decently helpful right now. Yeah, we would only be getting the flask, which I guess would be 5 points. I guess I could take items for it, but I don't really remember the exact items for a build like this, so probably not going to aim for that. So I guess let's go ahead and grab the chemical then. Windcutter, nope. Let's go for the Fury Unleashed then. There we go, 1,000 cuts. The attack size and the cooldown go up as you level it, and it eventually hits most of the screen, making it one of the best weapons in the game. He is the storm that is approaching. Nope. We'll take some either attack speed or armor. I guess we'll just grab a ton of armor. May as well for the full tank build. Yeah, attack size and cooldown and damage all at the same time. Bleeding ticks twice as fast is very good. That would have been good early on, but too late now. That's actually pretty good as well, huh? I might actually end up wanting both of those. Let's go for the bleeding for now. We have a ton of that with the 1,000 cuts and the saw blade drones. Those ranged guys are insanely fast when they randomly chase you for some reason. Oh yeah, I do want to get some ability cooldown for the medic to lower that stim pack as well a bit at some point. The solar panel is a flat reduction to the abilities, so the more percent reduction you get before that, the better, I think. That shares it, which is extremely good, but once I have the cooldown on that, not be a thing, hopefully, with the other one that makes it permanently active. So that hopefully it won't interfere with our specific ability cooldown reduction stuff. Same one. I guess take the resuscitation. Well, we got it back. Oh yeah, I guess you can always lock down stuff. I always forget that. That's kind of cool. Chance of higher quality upgrades. Let's just go ahead and grab this for now. I'm almost certainly going to want that for the final build anyways. It's the same one every time. Not gonna fall for that. Here we go, it's now always active. Oh yeah, it doesn't even show the cooldown or duration. Okay, sick. And then the tank medic synergy is supposed to add health regen to that. Okay, 18 a second, so that is quite a bit higher than my base amount. I think I am going to try the medical drone. Hopefully the super low cooldown combined with getting some ability haste on her won't sabotage the build idea with that. The cooldown might just be in between the attacks it does. So that might not even be a thing when we get the defensive drone, actually. Big pickup range. Do I care about that? It's nice, but cooldown reduction is very important for the medic, so I think I'm just taking that. And I think the resuscitation doesn't scale with that. Yeah, it says 120 seconds to recharge, but most abilities will have like the cooldown listed at the bottom, and then in the parentheses after that, it shows you what it is after your ability cooldown reduction. So we're at 11.8 on the stim pack, but there's nothing like that on here, so I think it's not technically classified as an ability anymore, although it used to be. We will be applying injured from the tank's minigun, so that's pretty solid. Sure. "30-second cooldown." I'm not sure if that will eat stuff up, but we're losing the cooldown part at the bottom, so I hope that's good. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that would scale, which means that the items that apply to a random ability and reduce their cooldown probably don't work on that, which is what I was hoping for. But we still haven't seen a single one of those yet. And I still need the ban hammer to ban a few things, plus a bunch of different stats. Yeah, we don't ever want to take that, I think. We do have a medic cooldown there, sure. Attack speed on the ghost is pretty good. I'll take that. Or wait, no, it's cooldown reduction that he mostly uses, right? Attack speed would just be the slash animation, I think. Big crit chance, sure. Man, that's really good on both the tank and the ghost. I think we're going to be using the ghost as damage as well, and if we can get some large hits with that, maybe it'll still work out well. I guess the others still get half of it, so it's pretty decent. Weapon cooldown, I think I will grab that for him. I don't think I want any of these, that's okay. 500 explosion, push them back, nope. Oh, retaliation, that's really good, I definitely want that. Don't care about those, we'll take the resus level for now. Armor, I will grab that one. Let's skip the resus level, those aren't particularly useful. Cooldown's good, I'll grab that. I think cooldown is the time between his attacks, and attack speed is simply the animation that plays. I guess you need a bit of both. Ooh, cooldown reduction. Probably gonna take that basically whenever we can. I don't think so. Ring of Power is decent. Nah. That's pretty good damage-wise, but I don't think I care too much. That sounds kind of cool, actually. We basically lose one slot in there, but the other ones are much higher rarity. I could get rid of the cash thing now. Military training seems to be the biggest source of raw stats you get, so getting much higher rarity on those should be pretty nice, I think. Weapon cooldown, yup. I guess a bit of XP? I'm not really sure on max health. I think it will sort of make regen not quite as good. But it will also make it a bit easier to survive one hit, which is probably what we need to do later on. I can maybe go for the item that gives crit based on health and use that a bit more medic cooldown. I'm thinking if we get the cooldowns low enough, then we basically just have to survive one hit and then heal to full during that. Now, I'm not sure if health really interacts with that. Attack speed on the tank is okay. We can do that. It's actually pretty good. I guess dodge here? Either that or medic attack speed. Probably just dodge. Oh yeah, we need to make sure to lock down one of those. I don't think I care about these ones now though. Nope. Still looking for the ban hammer. So that was 2 out of 4. Cooldown on the tank, I don't think that's super relevant. I'll take the attack speed here, I think. Dodge or crits? Let's go crits, I think. Much higher roll on that area. I think the dodge does a bit better in the military training. Some of the stats are just strangely low on the level up version. So here's our military training. We'll lock down something that we never want. Then out of these, I think dodge chance. To make our healing more effective. Getting close to the point that I can't really avoid everything now. Yeah, like health regen 1 a second is just insanely bad. Movement at 2 is also pretty bad. We can get some more crit for the ghost. Yeah, we're getting to the point where I can't really avoid everything anymore, so the tankiness is going to start getting tested now. I think we're still missing a lot of important items, but we did get the ban hammer, which will help a lot. So what do I want to replace for that? That's pretty low value now. I like almost all of those quite a bit, so I think probably just the emerald gem. Now I can start getting rid of some of the useless stats, that last ghost ability, and some of the useless items as well. Ghost is kind of funny with that attack speed and cooldown. Medic cooldown, it's not terrible. We can go ahead and get rid of this now. And then I guess we will take that. I think we're still missing both the solar panel and the new item when you take damage. Weapon attack speeds. Let's Oh, you can't banish these since they're infinite. It's either that or health. I think I like attack speed on him. And then here, these are terrible. I guess it's crit damage here? Or movement, but probably won't care about that later on. So we got a rare movement speed off of that. I think I'm just going to banish that. Too bad that was the one. These are both pretty nice. Let's take armor every time. These are the infinites. We can get some attack speed here. And then I don't want any of these. Still just looking for the cooldown reduction stuff. Dodge, that's for the tank. He doesn't even have any abilities that could use that. Attack speed on the tank might actually be better. He has the Sawblade drones and the Evolved Fury both with no cooldown now. Attack speed, yup. Well, the health packs seem to be working fine for now, but we're definitely going to need the items to help out at some points. Would have been really nice to get the band hammer a bit earlier so we could start trimming down that pool a bit and make it more likely to find them. Cooldown, I guess. The 1% dodge. What is his cooldown on that? 0.52 right now. And he probably fires for a really long time. That's not really going to do anything. And it's going to go up naturally from scaling up our stats with the mod chip anyways. Armor or crit chance. We'll go armor. Oh, I can banish that actually. Can banish ability stuff. It's not bad, but it's not really interesting. cooldown for Ghost. Yep. Oh, I could... No, these are infinites. Attack speed, armor. Cooldown on the medic. Really wish I could banish these. Oh, crit chance is fine on Ghost actually. I guess dodge. I don't think so. That's not terrible, but doesn't really add anything unique. Weapon critical damage, it's okay. We can probably banish and pick up range. I may as well keep my damage decent for now, put that on Ghost. I think I'm gonna need the cooldown items pretty soon. That's gonna be so disappointing if I die before I get either of the main items for the build. That's the tank, that doesn't do anything. None of these really do anything, I guess. Oh, ability area for the saw blades, maybe? It's probably better than weapon damage on the medic. Ah, that's a lot of bosses right on top of the chest. We need chests so bad right now, though. I'm gonna try and pull them really far away and then go for it. There's the solar panel. We can banish that. And what do I want to replace? I can eventually replace that, but I'd like to keep it for now, so maybe just bells and whistles. I'm probably not getting a huge amount of value out of that. Just a 15% chance for the one medic thing. Yeah, let's probably replace that. It's pretty inconsistent. And we're gonna be looking for big consistency here, I think. We can banish duration. I think attack speed is better than crit damage now that we can actually reduce our cooldowns. These are not great. Probably dodge. Cooldown on Ghost. Yup. Bit of health. Health, I think. I got rid of the thing. No, I still have bells. If I ever get rid of that, I need to remove the lockdown. Here we go, positive attitude. When you receive damage, reset the cooldown of a random ability and reload all weapons. It does have a 5-second cooldown, but it sounded pretty interesting. I think I still want to keep the banhammer for a bit, so we are probably dropping the bells now. And then we should have only the one medic ability with a cooldown now. So every time that and the solar panel should go to that. I guess health here. And then I guess we'll probably replace the banhammer with the crit based on your HP at some point. And then that'll make the solar panel and the mod chip more consistent. We don't really seem to be healing that much yet. Although more than most builds. That instantly reloads the weapons, right? Yeah, so we don't need reload at all on the tank now, since he just constantly fires for a while. More armor. And then we got rid of the thing, I think. Cooldown on the ghost is decent. Yep. Attack speed or crit chance. I'm gonna pump up the ghost more. Armor. Three medics or health. I guess cooldown for her? It'll trigger some of the weapon-based stuff slightly more at least. Nice armor. Ow. That's a lot of armor, not really blocking a lot of hits. Cooldown on the medic. Dodge chance, attack speed. Let's go here, I think, for the tank. Armor or cooldown? Armor doesn't really have diminishing returns. Cooldown? Oh, armor. There's a revive, rip. We'll take some health here. So I guess we're always going to be 2 minutes away with how Resus works now. This build does not feel that tanky for how much investment I've put into it. I think we might be dead here. Abilities, he doesn't even have any. What? Probably crit chance here. RIP. Couldn't really avoid anything else. I feel like we weren't really healing as much as I was expecting. So every 5 seconds we would have that. Can I see her current cooldowns on the ability? No. But it probably would have been under 5 seconds, and we had the solar panel contributing to that as well. We had the badge at the start, which would multiply the healing a bit. So it should have been some pretty good healing. We should have been triggering that on cooldown with the sheer number of hits from like that and that and that. And I was stacking armor, but somehow I'm still dying in like 3 or 4 hits. Feels like something wasn't working correctly there. Could have been an interesting build, but something felt kind of off, so we had 93 million on the saw blade, pretty solid there, lots of bleeding, 20 million on the minigun, 4 million on the antidote flasks, 205 million on the 1,000 cuts. You might actually be able to build around the saw blade drones as well with how well those did with 0 investment basically. We had a lot of upgrades on the ghost for weapon stats. Spread some of that over to the tank as well when they were the survivor ones. I think we had basically everything. We could have replaced the banhammer for something else. But I'm just taking so much damage despite all that armor. And I wasn't really healing that much compared to what you would expect. So we had the 25% extra healing and the regen from that. A lot of extra invincibility frames from that. Combined with the max meta progression. And somehow I'm just dying in like 3 to 5 hits. Weird. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.